Hello everyone, welcome to Sweet Potato English. I'm Alex, and today we're going to be looking at words in the news. So the best way to study vocabulary is to look at real world situations. So we're going to be looking at a news article. The title is Japan's famed 100 yen shops fall victim to cost of living squeeze. Feel free to take a look at the news article itself. The link will be in the description. Now, let's start checking out the vocabulary. We're going to look at 3 sentences today. The first one is, but the wildly popular discount stores, whose roots lie in the country's long battle with deflation, are having to compromise on their USP, as soaring raw material costs, the war in Ukraine, and a weak yen force companies to raise prices. Wow, that's a long sentence with some difficult vocabulary. USP means unique selling point. It's the thing that makes a product or a company special. For 100 yen stores, the USP is their low prices. So, let's take a look at our first word, roots. Roots are the important part or beginning part of something, or where something comes from. For example, Alex lives in Japan, but his roots are in America. The river flooded after heavy rain. However, the root cause was that the riverbanks had not been fixed in many years. The roots of the space race were in competition between the USA and the Soviet Union. Next, deflation. Deflation means when air is removed from something like a balloon, but in this case, it means when prices in an economy go down, money becomes more valuable. The buying power of money increases. Deflation in Japan has kept prices as well as wages low. Inflation can be caused by a bubble economy, but deflation is a sign that the economy is slowing down. Inflation is the opposite of deflation. People with home loans have to pay more when there is deflation because the money they pay is worth more. Compromise. To accept a lower standard or worse situation. An agreement where each side gets part of what they want. In our news story today, it means to accept a lower standard. I love gardening, so when I bought my house, I refused to compromise on the size of the garden. So I would not accept a smaller garden. Politicians who want to succeed may have to compromise some of their values. The accident was caused by the builder compromising on quality to save money. Soaring. Soaring means flying very high. Soaring airplane ticket prices forced many people to cancel their travel plans. Visits to Japan soared after the government's successful tourism campaign. The Omicron variant caused COVID cases to soar around the world. So now let's take another look at the sentence. But the wildly popular discount stores, whose roots, meaning where they come from, lie in the country's long battle with deflation, so lower prices, are having to compromise. So they're going to have to accept higher prices in this case, on their unique selling point as soaring, meaning increasing very high, raw material costs, the war in Ukraine, and a weak yen force companies to raise prices. Alright, let's take a look at our next sentence. With rising prices now affecting staples such as instant ramen and sushi, the cost of living crisis is emerging as the most important issue in upper house elections due next month. We're going to be looking at 3 words in this sentence: staples, crisis, and emerging. First, staple. A basic and important item for people, often food. Rice is a food staple in many Asian countries. People should keep a supply of staples in their home in case of earthquake or flooding. Governments often control the prices of staples because everyone needs them. Next, let's look at crisis. Crisis is a very bad or very dangerous situation, sometimes emotional. A fire damaged the power plant and caused an energy crisis until it was fixed. Losing my job was bad, but not a crisis, because I had enough money saved. A good doctor has to keep calm, even during a medical crisis. Next, to emerge. To emerge means to come out of something. It can also mean something appearing or developing. Cicadas emerge in summer and make a lot of noise. Companies look for new emerging markets to sell their goods in. Emerging technologies can create opportunities and problems. Now let's take another look at our sentence. With rising prices now affecting staples, meaning basic goods that everyone uses, such as instant ramen and sushi, the cost of living crisis, or the big problem for cost of living, is appearing or developing, emerging, as the most important issue in upper house elections due next month. Okay, let's take a look at our next sentence. Kishida isn't the only senior official under fire. The governor of the Bank of Japan, Haruhiko Kuroda, sparked anger this month when he said he believed consumers were more accepting of rising prices. He later retracted the comment, describing it as completely inappropriate. I know that's actually 3 sentences, but they all go together, so I cheated a little. We're going to be looking at under fire, sparked, retracted, and inappropriate. First, under fire. Under fire means being attacked or heavily criticized. The company came under fire when its unfair working conditions were exposed. Donald Trump was under fire from the media for most of his presidency. After the team lost 10 games in a row, the coach came under fire from the fans. Next, to spark. To start a fire, or to trigger, activate, or start something, usually bigger than the spark. The killing of Franz Ferdinand sparked World War I. Social media can be dangerous for celebrities because even a small comment can spark anger. The invention of the microchip sparked the computer revolution. Next, to retract. To retract means to pull back to where it came from, or to take back something that was said. The sensor extended to take a sample, then retracted back into the machine. So extended and retracted are opposites. If a company makes false claims about their product, they will be forced to retract them. The newspaper retracted their story when more information appeared. And finally, inappropriate. Something that is bad or not good for the situation, not polite or fitting to the situation. It is inappropriate to wear shorts and a t-shirt to a funeral. He was fired after making inappropriate comments to his coworker. When you travel, you should check local customs so you don't do anything inappropriate. So now we'll look back at our sentence, or sentences. Kishida isn't the only senior official under fire, so being criticized by the media. The governor of the Bank of Japan, Haruhiko Kuroda, sparked anger, so he created a lot of anger from his comment. His comment sparked or created the anger. When he said he believed consumers were more accepting of rising prices. He later retracted, or he took back the comment, describing it as completely inappropriate. So he said, he shouldn't have said it, so he takes it back. So just 11 words today for this video, but we can see them in a natural setting, in a news article, being used the way native speakers use them. It's a great way to practice vocabulary and to learn not just what the words mean, but how to use them. I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did, please take a look at some of our other videos on our channel. We have vocabulary videos, pronunciation, grammar, and a lot of listening exercises. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye.